So over the last 4 years on this platform, I've played so many DDLC mods, and I mean so many, that it would be impossible for me to end up actually making a review video on even like half of them, at least. So I decided to just make this ranking series. Each month, at the end of it, I will try and make at least one DDLC review video and put it into a tier list. Basically, a short summary of how I think of my opinions on the mod, and just pop them in like any of the tiers, like S to F. And I know exactly how this is going to go. Loads of people are going to probably just throw hate at me. Oh, you shouldn't have put that there. You should put this high. You should put it lower. Well, I don't care. This is my ranking system. This is how I'm going to have it. This is how I believe these mods should go in the tier list. And before we do get into the tier list, for the first part of this series, I'm going to explain the rules I'll be standing by every time I review a mod. Because obviously I want to be fair on each one of them. Rule number 1. The whole story matters for the score of the mod. So it can't be like a mod that has one good scene, but then the whole rest of the story is wank. It can't be like that. It has to be the whole story mattering for the mod's rank as well. So it can't just have one scene that boosts it upon every other mod. It's just a way of me trying to make everything fair. And rule number 2 is probably going to be everyone's favourite rule. Favoritism is not allowed. So I cannot make a mod S tier just for the fact it's an Asuki based mod. It could be a Yuri mod, it could be a Monica mod, it could be a Sayori mod. Any of the mods can go in S tier. Just because it's an Asuki doesn't mean it can be higher than every other mod. I will still try and give it a fair rank even if it's an Asuki mod. And rule number 3, I'm not going to be reviewing any shitpost mods or mods that were made just for comedic effect. Like the ones with Damn Daniel in it with the MLG voice, and mods are about like 30 minutes and they're there just to make people's day, you know, just have a little laugh of it. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna not touch the mods or review them or put them in the tier list. I'm going to make a dedicated part to it probably in the future, probably a dedicated shitpost mod only video in the future, but only time will tell. I am planning on doing that as a video, but I don't know when. Now that you all know the rules, let me just clarify, all of these are my thoughts and opinions alone. If you guys do disagree with me in any way, or think the mod should have been higher, lower, or not in this video at all, let me know in the comments down below. I will be reading every single one of them. And please let me know what mods I should put in the tier list in the next part. And with all that, let's get into the tier list. So the first mod I'll be putting on the tier list is DDLC Triple Trouble. And I'm not going to be talking about this mod at all in this video, because I've done an entire review video. If you want to understand the reason why I'm going to put it where it is, just watch this video. It's really well made, in my opinion, for something I can make. So if you do want to understand, then go watch the video, because I did put a lot of time into it. So without spending too much time on this mod, I'm just going to say I'm going to give this mod a C tier for the reasons I gave it in my review video of that mod. So now onto a mod that I've talked about so many times on my channel, but I've never made a dedicated video talking about it. Even though this video isn't really dedicated, it's just a mashup. But that mod is Exit Music. And for Exit Music, I'm going to be giving this mod a B tier. I know. Please, everyone, before you light the pitchforks and start trying to chase me down like I'm Frankenstein's monster or something, let me explain. The reason I'm giving this mod a much higher tier than Triple Trouble and probably a lot of mods is for the fact is this mod is still better than Redux. And that'll be the next mod I'll be talking about, don't worry. But Exit Music still doesn't come with the curse of being poorly written. Nasuki in this mod was perfectly written, probably until the end, but for the first start of the mod, until the final hour of the mod, she is perfectly written. She is so cute, all the scenes with her are so cute, the dates and even just spending time with her at the house, it's just all cute. But the other characters, I cannot say the same for. They were all poorly written. Monica was a bitch, Yuri was an extreme yandere, for no reason at points, and Sayori did not act like herself, at all. Like Monica constantly trying to pick fights with everyone in the club until she tried to apologise, but the main reason she was because she wanted to get her club back. She wanted everyone to come back to her club because that is a pride and joy. But it doesn't seem like she was actually ever apologetic for what she did. And Sayori, being on her meds or whatever she was saying, constantly just wanted you to try and break up with Nasuki because she wanted to be with you. She wanted that. It's like, sorry, you missed your chance, darling. And Yuri, oh my god. Yuri is the reason why Nasuki did what she did in the end. I think she was actually part of the reason, because she is obsessed with you as well. Like, Sayori and Yuri, obsessed. Because one scene, Nasuki sees you pinning Yuri against the wall and was like, oh, you're cheating on me with her, but because you were pinning her against the wall doing that, I saw you earlier doing that. I was like, I mean, yes, we'll pin her against the wall to try and tell her to stay the fuck away from us. I mean, if she looked through the window and saw us doing this, then, I mean, it's explainable, but no, at the end, she wasn't even giving MC the time of day to even explain himself. Like, he was just guilty without reason. But I think kind of the main reason I'm going to put it up there is because I have a soft spot for exit music. It is poorly written, but I have a soft spot for it because of how nostalgic it is. It's one of the first mods I ever watched in the community, and honestly, it is what drove me into the community. Like, you could say it's bad, but this mod did drive a lot of people into the community. Because it is still one of the first mods ever created, and it was made by Wrench Team, one of the nicest teams I've ever spoken to. The mods are wank, but they still got a good team. But I'm still disappointed that the after school mod they were going to do got cancelled by them, because the team is sadly separated. I would have loved to have seen that mod fully created. But other than that, extra music is just nostalgic. It is just one of the classics. So that's what puts it up higher. I know I said the story matters no matter what. Like, it can't be just one good scene, but half the mod is good. Like, half the mod is decent. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why it's lower. But yes, I'm going to give this mod a B because it's nostalgic, good, somewhat of a good story, but poorly written characters. I mean, even the MC was just generic in this, as he always is. You know, dumb as fuck at some points. And because we've spoken about exit music, you know we got to speak about Redux now. Redux is going in F tier. I do not give a flying flippity floppity fuck about it. It is going in F tier. It is poorly written. It is a remake that shouldn't have been made. It is a remake done poorly. And a lot of people can agree with me, it is poorly done. They did do one thing right. They made Yuri, Monica, and Sayori's character done right. They actually writ them well. But doing so, they made Natsuki a bitch. She is horrible to MC half the time. Even though she admits her feelings, that scene was cute. I think that was probably one of my favourite bits of the mod, where they admit feelings to each other. But even then, it's the only good bit. That's the only good bit I could even say about this mod. Because Natsuki comes off just as a tsundere bitch, but not even just a tsundere. Because tsunderes still love who they're, being mean to. She doesn't seem like that. Her personality is that she's just bitch. Because there's a scene where her dad breaks into his house when he was trying to find her, breaks everything, ransacks his house, pours gasoline everywhere, and almost tempted to burn the house down. We call the cops for obvious reason. We can't watch Netflix anymore. No more Netflix and chill with Natsuki. Or Natsuki and chill. But because he did that, we called the cops, and Natsuki goes out saying, you shouldn't have called them. I didn't want you to call them because I didn't want to get him involved. It's like, domestic abuse is a real serious thing, Natsuki. He can go to jail, which he did. Look, the cops are with him right now. Bye-bye, Natsuki's dad. But no, Natsuki still gets mad at you for the fact that you called the cops when she didn't want them called. Which makes no sense at all. And not only that, Natsuki decides to play hangman without you in your closet when you're downstairs. She goes in your bedroom and plays it without you. Which is just an out-of-nowhere scene. I don't think they should have done it that way. They treat the original ending like shit. It still happens, still the same thing. But I think it's just as bad. Both endings are bad, but nothing was ever redeemable with Exit Music Redux. But even though this mod is an F tier, I did still have fun playing this when I did, because I was given the mod a week early by Wrench Team, and I was talking to them constantly when playing it. Back then, I was a bit blindsided from the fact that I did get given the mod early by a mod creator, so I was a bit blindsided on how my opinion on the mod was. So I did back then say, oh, I love this mod. It's a good mod, great remake. But now I have to say it's not. It's not a good remake. I'm sorry, you guys. But please remember, these guys are lovely people. But yeah, Redux, F tier. Sorry. And now on to a mod that everyone in the community loves, and a mod where I actually played the demo, and the mod community loved it so much that it gave so much support that the mod creator even gave me the mod early, which I love them for that. And that mod right now I'm going to be talking about is DDLC World of Dreams Act 1. I'm putting this mod in S tier. It is a brilliant mod, well written. It took the original story of DDLC and made it better. They actually made it bloody amazing. I would rewatch World of Dreams over and over again. It was so well done. And even though I like Natsuki is my favourite Doki, but this mod is all about Monica. Monica is the main base of this, and this is still my favourite mod. And with the fact it's called Act 1, it's because it's based on the entirety of Act 1 of the original DDLC story. The MC in this world is stuck behind in the mind of you. You get transferred from the real world into MC's body. You take over his body whilst he's stuck in your mind. Haha, I'm the pilot here, motherfucker. And Monica knows that you are in the world with them. She knows that MC is still there as well, but in the back of your mind. And you end up explaining to her what happened in the original DDLC game, and she gets upset. She wants to save her friends. She's not an evil witch like she was in the original one. That one's the evil twin sister. So you end up embarking on I think that's how you say it, embarking on a quest to save all the literature club with Monica. And later on in the mod, Sarah even joins in. She now knows everything about the mod. Honestly, I don't really want to spoil much about it, but it's so hard not to talk about how good the story was written. So that is why I got to put it in S tier. I honestly want to explain more about the mod, but my god, It is so good. You guys got to play it for yourselves. Don't sit here. Go bloody watch it. And obviously the next mod we're going to be talking about is the second act to this mod. Act 3 is in the works right now, but Act 2 is out now as well. But sadly, I'm going to have to give this one a bit of a downgrade. Act 1 was better. Act 2, I'm putting it in the A tier. Because there are some bits that I didn't like in this mod, like the part where Monica tried to seduce you and all that shit, and then obviously MC is not really trusting her for some reason. I don't get it. Like, MC was like starting to not trust her. I mean, he did in the first mod, but it was understandable in the first mod. But in this one, I didn't find it necessary since they've just been all through this shit together. Yeah, so I didn't find that very necessary. But this mod is obviously based on Act 2, as I was saying. It's just based on the acts of the original story. Act 3 is going to be the final act, you know. I hope so. But this time, Yuri and Natsuki are insane. There's also a lot of new characters I forgot to say in the original, but there's a lot of new characters you got to try and help out as well. The main ones are Yuri and Natsuki, because they're starting to become more aggressive, more of a threat, because Yuri becomes more yandere, and Natsuki becomes more of a bitch, as they did in the original game. Other than a few scenes and some bits I thought could have been written better, I do still think this is an absolutely must-play mod, because it is well done as well. It is perfect as well. They have not missed the mark with both mods. I really hope the final one is just as good. I really hope I could put an S tier, because that would be amazing. Complete the collection. Collecting them S and A ranks like bloody Infinity Stones. Get them all. Next up is DDLC Heartstrike. I know a lot of these mods I'm putting in the first review video is going to be Natsuki mods, because it's the main ones I've been watching recently again. But DDLC Heartstruck Act 1 is really good. Honestly, I was so anticipating this mod when it first released its demo, and making the fact that Natsuki is now your childhood friend, not Sayori. I thought it was a really, really good change, but I was really worried as well at the same time. How would this dynamic work? They made it work. But the fact is, you come back, obviously Natsuki is upset because you just left out of nowhere years ago. But when you come back, she is obviously upset, looking like she's going to knock you out. But she accepts your sorry, and the reason why you left obviously was an acceptable reason. All the scenes between MC and Natsuki as well are very cute and lovable. And you can probably tell, I think, as well, that they like each other. I do think that. But they don't get together in the first act. But I'm really hoping they do in the upcoming mods, because they do deserve to be together. But the thing that made this mod go into S rank, I'm going to say this mod, I forgot to say, this mod's S rank. But the reason why I'm putting this mod in S rank is for the main fact that the ending is amazing. It's such a good cliffhanger. I watched it and I was like, no, is that it? I was clicking my mouse, replay the mod, and I wanted to know what's happening. They left on such a good cliffhanger. The fuckers! If I find the person who put that cliffhanger there, I will grab him and tell him what happens next, and I'll let him go because I'm a nice guy. But honestly, the cliffhanger was so well done. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, because it is a must-play mod. I'm saying way too much, so I'm not going to spoil it. I already announced I'm not spoiling the mods. Crap. What if they're bad mods? I'll spoil it. But Natsuki was written great, so was the other Dokis. They're all written perfectly, so I do believe this mod does deserve the S rank. So the next mod I'm going to be talking about on my list is DDLC Fallen Angels. So since everyone knows I don't like Yuri or any of Yuri's mods, I'm going to be turning the tables and surprising everyone here. I'm giving this mod an A rank. He did it! He finally likes Yuri! Everyone must be screaming right now. No, I still hate her character. This mod was written well though. I didn't mind this mod as well. I'm going to say a lot of the time I don't mind the mod when it's not an S rank or A rank. I mean, yeah, I did give this mod an A, but the thing, it still is, like, this mod was cute as well. I did like it. It was quite fun. The beginning started off alright, going all the way through. On part 6, something happens to Sayori. I'm not, obviously, don't want to say. From part 5, going on to 6, 7, and 8, and 9, everything gets dramatic. The ending was nice. Like, the good, cute, and sweet ending. But part 8, oh my god, got age restricted because how fucked it is. But yes, this mod's going to go in A tier. It is a must-play mod as well. Definite must-play if you're a massive Yuri fan. And now the Yuri fans can stop, you know, harassing me. For now, until I get on to the next mod. DDLC R Castle Walls. I'm putting this mod in F rank. And I'm going to explain why. It is another Yuri mod, so this isn't the reason why I'm putting it into F tier. It's just for the fact I was really disinterested with this mod through the whole thing, and people tried saying, oh, he just put it in auto and just played it. No, this mod didn't have auto, so I had to sit there and actually like click my spacebar every time I was playing it. But I could, honestly, there was you could see so many cuts in the mod where I had to take breaks. I had to keep going off and doing the other thing or do something else because I didn't like this mod at all. I didn't like it. It was so boring at times. And I'm sorry to the creator who made it. It's just, honestly, he put his hard work in. I could see he did. I can see he actually did so, like, much to put into it. With the multiple endings as well. Well, I mean multiple, I mean just 2 endings. But this is one of the longest Yuri mods I played, and I had to sit down and not use auto for like 25 hours worth of content. It was really hard for me because it took ages to get through. I'll be honest, I didn't like the mod. It was so boring. And I'm really sorry to the mod. Again, I'm going to say it, I'm really sorry to the mod creator. But if you're a Yuri fan, I think you might find this one interesting. Maybe. But to me, I just couldn't. I couldn't find anything interesting with the mod. Your character in this one is an autistic person, which I'm not making light of the situation. Obviously, autism's a really big thing that a lot of people do have. I'm not obviously trying to make light of the situation and say that's the reason why I hate the mod. It's just for the fact that I just couldn't connect myself with the story. With a story, you have to find yourself intrigued and invested. I couldn't do that. It was well made though. I'm not going to give it shit for that. It was well made. The person obviously put so much of his time into the mod. The one thing I will give the story credit for, it does build up. Like, it does, over time, it does build up with the story. The story, it does, like, intrigue you a bit if you are interested in that story, but it couldn't intrigue me. So I don't even think the characters actually get together. If I remember correctly, I don't think Yuri and MC get together until the 16th part. So you're going in for about 16 hours of them building their relationship, which I do find quite good. It is impressive for that one. You're building up there, like you're building the dynamic up. So I will give them that. I'll give them that. But I honestly can't talk more about the mod because, yeah, I did like it. Go in F rank. I'm sorry. You just have to realise how much of the fucking community are just perverts. The most viewed video in the DDLC Castle Walls series is part 19, where you could probably tell why it's got 90,000 fucking views. My god. DDLC Blue Skies mod is going in S rank. And I know what everyone's going to say. I know I'm right. I'm perfectly right with this decision here. DDLC Blue Skies is one of the first mods I ever played with a lot of decisions to the mod. The decision routes. Because this mod, as a lot of other route mods, have about 4 unique routes. One for Natsuki, Yuri, Monika, and Sayori. Oh, wait a minute, did I add Monika to the mix? Haha, I'm sorry to lie, actually. Monika's route to this mod was a deleted scene. Like, they were going to make Monika's route, but I think they just didn't have time, or they didn't know what to do with her story. So they didn't actually make it, but it was a sneak glimpse on what it could have been in a video that I made, because obviously they made a little mod with deleted scene. I can't honestly remember. I think it was just an extras they did for the mod. But honestly, this mod is my second favourite mod of all time, just behind DDLC Wild of Dreams. For the main fact, all routes, including the Yuri route, was spot on, beautiful, mwah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. It was perfectly made. And I mean, yes, there is the sexual scenes in Sayori and Yuri's route. Natsuki's was lacking that. For the main fact, they did make her 17, so obvious reasons why they couldn't put a sexual scene in there. But the thing in this mod, it was a sexual scene done right. It wasn't overstaying its welcome at times, and there is obviously a censor mode, just in case. And it only happens like once for Sayori's route at the end, and it happened once in Yuri's route, which does make sense in the story as well, which is good. I liked it. And I liked the scene. Kill me now. But I'll be honest, Sayori's route in this one was the best one. The backstories and everything have shown when they actually met when they were kids, and also the cute little kid Sayori, the sprite was so adorable. And they all had multiple endings, with Sayori and Yuri having a bad and good ending, whilst Natsuki's one had 4 endings. My god! There was the good ending, 2 bad endings, and the true ending. And my god, it took me so long to get these 4 endings when I first played DDLC on my channel, because I was not seeing anyone on YouTube fucking tell you how to get it. And I'm going to say this is another must-play mod on this list. It's a must-play. Not only is this a cute little mod, it's also got a Halloween special and a Christmas scene in this mod. So it's got all the seasons, besides Thanksgiving. But we don't mind that one, we don't mind that one. Just focus on Halloween and Christmas, that's fine. So I do believe this one deserves its spot on the list, so it's S rank. And the next mod on the list is DDLC My Escape, which I'm putting in B rank. And for the reason is, I'm just going to put this as the same rank as Exit Music because it is basically just the same thing. It's just Exit Music, but done a tiny bit better actually. All the characters were alright. Yuri's obviously still a bitch in this one. But other than that, the premise is basically the same. You know, Sarah gets hurt by her dad. You come and rescue her. You then take her to your house. She lives with you. After a while, you get together, Yuri gets jealous, Natsuki kisses you, and then she gets taken home by her dad, and then she plays Hangman. It's just the same thing, really. It's a short, like, little 5-hour mod. So if you want to go through and watch a slightly better than Exit Music mod, then go ahead. Like, it's an alright one. I do put it as good, and well, I mean good. When I mean good, I mean better than Exit Music. But Natsuki comes off more to tsundere in this one at the beginning, but when she opens up her feelings with MC, she becomes less to tsundere, but she's more to tsundere at the beginning of the mod. And for the final mod on my list today is going to be DDLC Fruits of the Literature Club. And I'm going to be putting this mod in S rank because it is another well done mod. It's another route based mod, so this time each one of the Dokis have a route, unlike Blue Skies. But each route always got me intrigued. Like, I know the MC character is based on the main character in Fruits of Gasile? I can't remember, I can't actually pronounce that word. But it's based on another visual novel slash anime, which is also another route-based, well, I'd say mod, but no, it's an actual full-on visual novel game. I've played one of the routes in it, but I didn't have the time to do another one because it took me 25 videos to get through the entire one route. So I might in the future go through all the other routes because I've only seen one of them. I don't know what happens in the other 3, I think it's like 3-4 routes. But I might go through it again. I might go through and do the other routes in the future, but I'm not 100% right now. But back to the Fruits of the Literature Club. Fruits of the Literature Club is based on MC being a total badass. He knows how to use a gun. He's a like secret agent sort of thing. He has people working with him. He's like a secret top agent, better than James Bond probably, until Yuri got to him, I guess. But in this mod, it took every single route and hyped up to 11. Like, each one had a really messed up plot twist in each one of the endings. I don't want to spoil it, but all the endings were just perfect as well. I'm just going to say it, perfect. And it's another one I'm going to recommend. It's a must-play mod. And it's a shame that we haven't got many mods like this in recent times. Like, back in the beginning of DDLC's thing, like, we got so many classic bangers, like really good mods that are on this list right now. But the thing is, we barely get any of them nowadays. We need more mods, just like Fruits of the Literature Club and Blue Skies. They're so good. And it actually invests you with the characters. In this, you're so invested, including with the MC character. It shows so much of his backstory as well. The thing I love, you have to play all 4 routes to get the whole backstory for MC. Because it shows glimpses of his backstory, what happened in his past, why he got to this point with the agency people he's with. It shows bits and pieces each time, which makes you intrigued into like playing the other routes so you can find out more and also see what happens with the other girls, which I think is really well done on the mod creators part. I can't remember who created this mod. I don't actually know the group of people who made this. Maybe I should have researched it before making this video, but tomato. But they did an amazing job. Chef's kiss to you guys. Mwah. Gordon Ramsay level here. So that was KaneMonger's DDLC tier list video part 1. If you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, I will gladly do more tier list videos like this. And I really hope this went well because I really suck at doing reviews. So this is probably the best I'll ever get. Maybe I'll improve in the future, but I don't know. This is the best I feel like I can get with these videos. And I really am enjoying doing DDLC commentary videos and just regular commentary videos in general. So if you guys are enjoying me doing commentary, check out these other videos I've made in the past month, including my old classic commentary videos I made like a year ago as well. They're good. I still think high quality. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what I should do next. And if you guys did disagree with anything I said on this list, then let me know in the comments down below and let me know what mods I should put in the tier list next time. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.
Ta min hand och visa mig vägen.